Hi, and welcome to this episode of Godly Thoughts with Komata C. All right, the Word of God says in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13, all the temptations that come to you, God will not allow any that you cannot stand to come your way. Only the ones you can stand are the ones that are allowed to come to you. And when you remain faithful to God, He will give you a way out of that temptation. He will not allow you to be crushed or to be destroyed by that temptations. Sometimes we are tempted in many different ways. Our relatives do things that really shock us. They do things that really worry us. And sometimes the temptations comes from the person you never expected. The worst temptations I have experienced in my life came from that one person I thought had my back. The worst temptations I have experienced in my life came from that one person I would have never imagined. Sometimes we are worried after temptations come. We fixate so much. We focus so much on that temptation. Why it came to me? Why at this time? Why this nature of the temptation? But we sometimes don't wonder rather, why it happened. Sometimes temptations make us strong. Because after you've overcome that type of temptation, any other next temptation that comes, you are strong enough. Sometimes someone comes to you and say, look, I've had this temptation and it keeps coming. And you say, well, you are in luck because, well, we don't believe in luck. We'll say, you are fortunate because I've had this temptation and this is how you get out of it. Sometimes God allows us to be strong by doing certain push-ups. See, if you never exercise, you'll never be strong. Your body needs once in a while to carry a few heavy loads. It will prepare you for the next tough times. If you are never tempted, the first temptation that comes to you will pull you down. But God, with each time, allows us to experience what He knows we can deal with. Say, God, give me the strength to deal with this type of temptation that comes to you. Let me think of a temptation that came to me and how God helped me to overcome it. Man, there's just so many. My mind is running. I'm trying to think of something real quick that I was tempted in and how God helped me. Because I'm always tempted sometimes in many different ways. Okay, we were supposed to go to Harare South to preach the word of God. And that day, I just felt like I wasn't ready. I wasn't up for it. Because we had gone to do the word of God somewhere else. And I wasn't ready to go at another time because we encountered so much challenges. Our ministry is so underfunded. We had challenges and I did not want to go. In my spirit, I was just being told, don't go. There are challenges ahead of you. I could feel the Spirit telling me, there are challenges ahead of you. And I was saying, Father, I'm not ready for challenges now. I'd rather sit this one out. And I was supposed to go there with my pastor to go and preach the word of God. And I was just saying, Lord, I'm not ready for this one. And in my heart, I could feel it. I gave so many excuses not to go and do the word of God. Because in my spirit, I was being told, there are challenges ahead of you. There are challenges ahead of you. And I was saying, I don't want challenges. I don't want to go. So finally we go. We in our going, I nearly get hit by a car. We get there, we preach the word of God. Many people give their lives to God. We spend about 2 nights there preaching the word of God. On our way back home, in the middle of the road, the car breaks down. I was the only one who could push that car because there was supposed to be someone inside the car to steer the wheel. I had a hard time pushing that car all the way to the filling station. And when we get there, after the car had fuel in it, refilled rather, I am told the battery is dead. We get someone to jump the car. Afterwards, I am told the battery can only last a few minutes. And this time around, the car breaks down in the middle of a very dangerous neighborhood in Harare, next to Harare Poli, if you know that place. So we had a hard time. And in my heart, I kept saying, I knew I wasn't supposed to come here. But in the end, God gave us a way forward. Someone gave us their battery. We managed to call a brother who gave us their battery, and we drove home and rested. So God provided a way out. But it was so hard for me. I kept saying, Lord, why do I have to go through this? Why don't we have just about enough resources to do your work? So sometimes we are tempted in many different ways, and we feel like we should quit. But I pray to God that when your temptation comes, He gives you strength, as He always is known to do, to get out of that one. Otherwise, ciao, and God bless you.